Okay, let's get started, everybody. Let's start by pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recording in progress.
Ben, is there anybody on the sign-up sheet?
No.
Okay, there's no public comment. We have the minutes from last month's meeting. Did we get a chance to review those? You all good with them? Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes from March meeting? Or excuse me, April meeting. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes carried. Next on the list is the Engineering Planning Commission report. Brian, do you have anything you would like to share with the group?
You have my report. One thing that I guess we had, the Conservation District was out at the Worley site and has issued their report to have them put a plan together of some sort for ENS.
So where does that stand at this point?
It should be cease and desist at this point, based on their actions.
Okay, and are we following up on that, or what's the next step?
It was posted.
Okay.
I have the picture I took. They took the posting down, just had my stick out. So I reposted it, but they haven't, since I posted it, there's been nothing been going on. So
Okay.
I have posted and sent a letter.
Okay.
Well, I had a hand take the letter in.
So they have dates that they have to meet, certain commitments of seeding, installing some other BMPs, and then also submitting a plan to the Conservation District.
Okay.
So if they don't do that, we'll proceed with the violation
Then,
from the Conservation District.
well, the Conservation District would take it the next step
Yeah,
as well.
correct.
Or we'd have to have Chris take the next step.
Okay. What else?
Basically it.
Do we want to talk about Mountain Road project now, or is that later in the business section?
Who's on that?
We can talk about it now.
Which project?
Pardon?
Which project?
The Mountain Road pipe project. So where are we at in that process?
We're working on the permitting for that. Just trying to figure out what we have from the prior engineer's files, because there is wetland delineation and a survey already done, so we want to look at what's there already. Like the survey doesn't have inverts on the pipes and things like that, so we may have to go do some supplemental stuff, but I want to check the files first before we
Okay.
have to go do that. And then there is wetland delineation already done, so I want to see, at least on the survey plan they gave us, so I want to see if there's a report with that and what other documents that'll have to go in with the permit application. So I want to see what's there, so we don't have to duplicate it.
Okay. Perfect. That it?
That's all I have. I think discussion that Blue Heron may be here next month looking for approval on their plan. So they had, at least Rob from Berks Surveying was checking in with us a couple days ago. He said the pins are set, so he's looking for that. I think my biggest concern would be the HOA documents, of where that stands on any approvals for any. But that's this guy over here. So
I'll follow up with Rob
Okay.
on where the HOA docs stand.
Okay.
but as far as plans and things, I know I wanted a few other things on the plans to help the code department. I wanted to make sure that we had the square footage of the existing impervious on each lot, so that that's one of the conditions of, they can't expand or do extra things. So I want to make sure there's square footage is on there on the recorded plan, so that when he goes to issue permits, there's no fight about
Right.
how many square feet is here and what's not. So I think it would be a little easier for Ryan there.
Any questions? Good. All right, thank you, Brian. Chris, I believe actually, Ryan, you're up next.
Yes, so basically, I did my zoning and building for this month, I'm giving you my invoice, but code enforcement, it's the same thing, it's just moving forward. We have magistrate. There is one thing we do need to do. I want to talk with Jane about having some type of petty cashier or a card to send out certified mail, because we send that out of the township usually for most of the times. Or if you don't want to do that, I can take that on. I just am going to adjust my fees accordingly. So I'm just trying to figure out how we want to, I usually do it out of every township. They mail it out. So we can just figure, I usually give it to the admin and they mail it out. So whatever we want to do, I think we should just discuss that at some point.
So the request is,
For
Shane needs to take it to the post office.
Yeah,
And pay
yeah.
for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, for certified mail. Because we only mail out 2 or 3 a year.
Okay.
I mean, we don't even get that. I mean, did we do one, Polly?
I got them ready, but I don't think you needed them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just went and posted them.
Yeah.
But I was getting away with just posting, which was fine, but I think she prefers it being mailed first class. So,
So do you have any input on this?
I have no problem with that, but I think we should have some petty cash to cover it. Like, we'd probably only need like $60. What are they, like $10, $15 to
they're like
send out?
10, 15, and we send like 3 a year. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, so whatever works, just,
okay.
yeah.
I'd always take Ben's card too. Just run to the post office, pay with the credit card, and come back.
Does that work for you?
Instead of having the petty cash.
Yeah,
Well, I thought petty cash was a good idea, but if we only do, a couple a year, then.
Right.
Oh, I've never done more than 3 or 4.
It's
Then let's
really
just
not
use the
necessary
credit card
then.
so we can track the expenses. So it keeps it clean that way.
Okay.
I think that's the best for everybody, yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay with you, folks?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Thank you.
all right. That's all you're asking for, $60? Are you happy now?
Yeah.
He's a cheap date.
I'm all happy. Thank you.
You're done.
Done.
Well, Chris, don't go much higher than that now.
Yeah, well, so the only thing I'd like to discuss is later down on the agenda, we can talk about it now, which is the update of the data center ordinance. Do you want to deal with that now?
Sure.
Okay. I think the board is aware that the first draft of the data center ordinance was presented to the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission had a number of comments that were AI generated, I believe, but they were, some of them were good. So what I did, I went back, I looked through the comments, and I inserted some additional language to try to address some of those things, and I updated it. I think, do you have an updated copy of the ordinance?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did, some of the comments, specifically looking at what Lancaster City had done in their ordinance, they had provision in there for when you submit your conditional use plan, you also, with that plan, have to submit a noise mitigation plan. You have to submit an electronic waste plan, a thermal impact plan, mitigation plan, and an energy management plan with that submission. So I added language that says you have to do all those things. I also included some language regarding the type of fencing that can be used. That was one of the comments that was generated. As I said at the Planning Commission, this was drafted initially to cite back to section 608 of our zoning ordinance, which is the environmental controls, how loud something can be, how much light can come off of the property. So they already have to comply with all of those. So a lot of the comments that were generated were covered already under that section of our ordinance, but I didn't think it hurt to add these additional criteria. So I know Mr. Boyer had reviewed this. He gave me some comments today that I'd like to review with him. But what I'm asking for from this board tonight, if you're inclined, is authority subject to my discussion with Mr. Boyer and any revisions that he wants to make on this to be able to send this draft to county planning to take a look at. County planning will then review it within 30 days, get us a review letter with their comments, and the planning commission can then review this most recent draft with county planning's comments. We can make updates from there, and then it'll come back before you again to take a look at with county planning's comments. Once we make those any final revisions that we may have, we'll schedule it for a public hearing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine with me, yeah. I do have a question though,
Yeah.
from a placement in the current zoning in the township. Unless there's something else going on from the state level, they only can put it in the industrial zone.
That's currently how we have it drafted. It goes in industrial.
The way it's drafted now, what if we don't do anything? Where does it stand today?
Industrial.
Yes, I believe your zoning ordinance has a provision in it already that says if a use is not delineated in your ordinance, so new use, a data center, that there's an overflow provision that says that goes in the industrial zone automatically by special exception, typically. So we go to your zoning hearing board. What we've done, but there's no criteria that you have to meet other than standard special exception criteria.
Right.
So what we've done is added some criteria, some meat on the bone. You're going to have to actually show us at a conditional use hearing before you guys, not the zoning hearing board, before you. But it still goes in the industrial zone.
So is there anything being pushed through legislation right now to go outside the industrial zones?
There is talk in Harrisburg about coming up with, something that would trump local zoning in terms of data centers. I don't know where that's going to go. It may go nowhere. That's my gut, is that they're
So
going to
no matter what you write in that
it may be superseded by whatever the state legislature comes up with. I think it'd be political suicide for some people to do that and take power away from local government in dealing with their own zoning ordinances, but you never know.
But then there'd be no need to have a zoning map. There'd be no need to have zoning at all. If you can.
Well,
it's just frustrating.
That's why I asked.
Yeah,
I heard this.
yeah, I've heard it as well. I've been paying attention to that.
There's a discussion of one on the federal level as well.
Yeah, on the federal level too.
Good feedback.
Yeah. So, do we have a motion to push this up to the county for review?
I'll make a motion to push this draft to the.
Yep, just subject to any comments that.
Yeah, subject to Brian's comments, yes.
I'll make that motion.
Let you make a motion?
I'll second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next we have on the agenda is the SEO report. The representative is not here. We do have a report that the activities for this past month. I don't see anything alarming. Everything seems to be in order and running smoothly. We'll move on to the fire service report we received.
Did you have a sewer module to approve
The
there?
SEO report. So
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, I skipped over that.
so we need a motion to accept the sewage facilities planning modular as presented by the Department of Ed Environmental Protection. I didn't give you a copy of that.
It's not in here?
So it's already been approved and signed by the SEO, and it's already been approved by Environmental Protection. We just have to sign it saying that we agree with the Department of Environmental Protection's plan.
I don't really understand this. I don't know what a sewage planning module is. And this is for 324 Woodland, is that correct?
322.
Sewage planning is,
322.
324 is on their SEO report.
sewage planning is basically when somebody goes to subdivide a property, you're basically saying that they're compliant with the regulation.
Okay, so the house is on 324, so is that the property we're talking about? Or are we talking about 322, which is actually the,
From what I'm looking at, it's talking about the two-lot subdivision, but I'm confused because it says the Miller subdivision, but it's the Raywell Apartments
right?
project.
I
So,
don't know anything about this subdivision, is what I'm saying. The only thing I know is the Raywell Apartments, which were those old
which
chicken houses.
are included in this.
Okay, so it's part of the big subdivision.
Because the whole piece had to go to deed.
Had it- okay.
Because
Well, I don't understand why it's called the Miller subdivision
Yeah.
when it's the Raywell Apartments land development.
you
plan.
are exactly correct.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused.
The development's name is Martin Subdivision, but the developer is Raywell Real Estate.
Yeah. But the subdivision, but the plan they're giving is from Langen Engineering, but then we have Berks Surveying working on the land development for Raywell Homes. So I've never seen a two-lot subdivision plan that I'm aware of, because that's calling for a two-lot subdivision, which is the what did you say the name was? What subdivision? Miller?
Yeah,
Miller.
it's 1.25 of an acre and then 43 acres.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did you see that?
it's the split of the apartment
from
from the main farmstead. The
Right.
farm was sold as a whole.
Well, can I, I'm
This
sorry.
is Miller's a farmer who owns the other lot.
Yeah, so that's
Used
what
to
I'm,
own it.
Used to own it.
but we're not doing a subdivision, so why are we doing sort of planning?
It was, but this, no. This was subdivided.
It was subdivision.
This was done.
Can
So you have
I,
to, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm confusing this even further. Restatement was already stated. There was a property that had a failing system on it that they needed to do.
That was the farm.
That's one house, and there was a line on there where it encroached, the driveway encroached on the adjoining property. That's, what address is that?
That's not this.
320.
That's not the same thing.
No.
Would
That's a
that, no,
different-
that would be the one across the street.
There's an outsale lot in there, I think.
What is
The
that?
cesspool field.
The cesspool field is on Hupner Road, that's a Bickle property. The one that we discussed last time where it was encroaching from 78 feet versus the 100 feet that it was supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Right, to the well,
Is that
to the
the-
well.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do
that's
with
not this, no.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
That was
hang on, so
previous
let me
owners.
clarify this. This came in before you guys were here, right? This was, he had the section, remember, this was I believe this farm wasn't this an auction farm, Ben? This was an auction.
It was just.
So, yeah,
the Bickle's
yeah,
one.
correct, yeah. So then right when that auction, when it was going through, I don't think it was even done because we had to have the plans re-signed by the new owner because they were subdividing that when that was happening. And on the board at that time was Dave, Craig, and, who was the other gentleman? Dennis. And so that was approved at that time. Now, you're probably getting a little confused because he's coming back, or you have the plans here.
Well, I have the Raywell apartment plans,
Yeah.
but then I have the sewer module
Yeah.
for this Miller subdivision.
Okay, so that may be who's buying the top part or something?
It's Martin.
Martin?
Martin.
It says Martin Subdivision.
Martin's. But
Ray Will.
Ray Martin of
Ray
Raywell
It's
Real
Ray
Estate.
Martin, yeah. Ray Martin's the owner.
But I don't see, but technically I don't have a subdivision plan anywhere.
The only subdivision that
Or was that
occurred,
part of this?
that's the original, we'd have to go find the plans. The only subdivision that occurred was the road split. This is now its own piece.
Mhm.
This is now its own piece.
Well, this plan doesn't do that,
Yeah, I know. I see
but
that.
this shows everything.
Yep, that's showing everything.
So is there a separate plan? 'Cause
There has to be a separate plan.
You said
because it was-
part of that's on, is split, the road splits?
The road split, they split
Woodland.
because
Is
this.
it Woodland? right?
Yes. This is, the apartment complex is on its own parcel now.
Is that the 1.25 acres? Is
Yeah,
that the portion?
yeah.
Okay.
All the septic's over here.
Right.
Yeah,
And the rest of the farm then is the 43 acres? Is that
Yes.
everything? then?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what's gonna get developed. That's why I thought that, because they went to Hamburg as well, because this portion is in Hamburg, and they went through Hamburg planning as well.
Okay.
That's that form when
Yeah, this is the one that was at auction, yes. And then they came in here and they had to sign all the paperwork because how the auction went. I forget how, he had to come back.
Well, they were in the process of it when the
Yes.
auction was, so
Yes.
that's what messed them up, because they had to come back, put their name on.
To re-record the plan with the new owners. So the
Okay.
whole subdivision was done,
Yeah.
So this is an older subdivision that was finally getting, okay.
yes,
Because
So this
Jeff's
is-
dad started it,
yes,
but then he passed away,
yeah.
and then it was kind of sitting in limbo.
So so I'm guessing the subdivision plan has not been approved yet, since they don't have sewer planning?
I have no idea.
No, I think this subdivision,
Recorded,
I
right?
think it was, yeah,
signed and
it's recorded and
already.
signed. I think this was done without the sewer planning, because he went through the ag waiver thing up here.
Okay.
You know how you don't have to do the module for, if you're gonna say it's ag and all that? That's what happened, because he said he was gonna farm it, but I mean, he still could be farming, I don't know. The biggest
Yeah, he's
thing was he
still
wanted his
farming it.
apartment. Yeah, he's still farming, he wanted that apartment split to redo. At the time, because he was coming here with Jeff, but Jeff was representing the plan, so we'd have to look for the final.
Well, DEP didn't see anything.
What
But I
address
guess
is on
my
that?
But they were-
understanding is they got the septic
What
system
address?
across the street on another lot,
We have a 322 Woodland on the agenda.
right?
Yes.
Septic's
And
over
we
there.
have a 324 on the SEO.
I guess we gotta cover that in the,
And 324
land
is
development
actually a
plan,
house, I
As part of
believe
that.
was part of that property.
because these are two different things.
322 is on the surface.
So this is the sewer plan for something that we haven't
What was
seen.
Jeff's last name?
Bickle.
Bickle. So we'd have to look for, it would be the Bickle final plan and recorded plan. That would be the split, show you the split.
Well, this talks about the Bickle subdivision,
Okay, yeah.
lot 2,
Mhm.
and there's lot 1.
It should show this as well.
I know.
And the only split was
What they
this.
talked about, they were
Okay,
down
this to this.
in the purple
All right.
drive.
Because this couldn't exist with this for what they wanted to do.
I didn't look
It's
at
kind
it.
of silly that they showed this, all of this, when they
Yes.
only needed to show this.
Yes, yes.
All right. I'm sort of up to speed now. All right, so we had sewer planning for a 2-lot subdivision that was done years ago. And apparently the testing has been done, it's been successful. And I think the SEO has reviewed the documents and said it was okay. My only issue was the Miller, or the name of the subdivision. So,
Where does Miller name come from? Where does that name from?
because the current owner,
Current owner is Miller, not Martin.
or Martin, I mean, I was saying it wrong.
Martin.
No, it's
So
Martin, it should
never-
be Martin.
It's Ray Martin.
Never Miller.
It's not
Okay,
Miller.
okay, all right.
It's Ray Martin.
Okay, because it could have been for all I know.
Yes.
I'm looking at the,
And does
Look
it
at this.
matter that the SEO report has a 324 Woodland Road address? That is the address we're using, is that right? The 324 Woodland Road?
that's the address of the property.
Okay.
It's the coordinates, it's the tax parcels.
Yeah.
I
That's that
mean,
little house
No,
there.
no, nothing has been submitted to me for an address change. It has to be submitted to me and sent to Mr. Weller at the county.
Okay.
my thought is gonna happen is, once this goes to the DEP, it may come back as, hey, this is the short form, sorry, we want the long form,
Okay.
because of the apartments. That's my guess.
But
But,
this is from DEP.
understood, this is
Yeah,
the short
they-
form.
They
Oh,
might,
short
yeah,
form.
yeah.
Once you send this in, because this is under
That it's community,
number 7,
yeah.
where it says request sewage facilities planning module forms, this is the exemption. So we're going through and saying, okay, we've done testing on both of those lots. There's a primary and an alternate septic system, and they're okay. That's what the SEO is saying,
Okay.
for both uses on the properties. So that's what this is saying, and they had the testing in here. They've done their PINDY searches. Everything seems to be fine. Now DEP comes through and says, oh, we found nitrates, and now you have to go do a nitrate study or something like that because it's farmed area or whatever else.
So we
Or-
approved this for the SEO, and then this goes back to the DEP for further review?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Okay.
yeah, so we'd have they would approve the module exemption. They would sign off on section 8C. And then the SEO would sign off on 8C1. This SEO would sign off on section 8C2. And then it could be mailed to the DEP.
Okay.
And have a question. So the 324 Woodland Road, when you look that up, that's that house that was, do you know right, that house
That's
that was
the
on
house.
the property that was remodeled just like in the last year?
Yeah, that's up towards Dunn intersection.
Is
That's
that-
by itself.
That is parceled separately? Or is that part, because
Well-
Bickles were renting it to, when Bickles still
Yes,
owned it,
they
they
were
were
renting
renting
it
it.
out.
So they did own it. Was that separate from this 43 acres?
That I don't, I think so, because the pin for the other acres is down at the pond there and stuff. I think that was deeded separate, but I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so then that's not.
But yeah, 324 is, that's that separate house.
Yeah,
The
okay,
322 is the farm.
okay,
The
all right.
farm, barn and stuff seems to be on its own lot
Yeah.
already.
So,
That wasn't part of the subdivision.
Okay, so that was already divided off years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're gonna give them a hard time because the water authority comes pretty close to there.
Well, they may have to cut back to public sewer. So
I think that might
DEP may
Okay.
come back with something. You're basically saying, hey, they've asked for on-lot septic. It's in our 537 plan says we have on-lot septic in that area, and DEP is going to come back and say, maybe not.
Okay.
So it's up to DEP to figure out if they like the form or not.
Okay.
So, just so we keep the record straight here, if this is 324 we're approving,
332.
322, actually.
322.
Yeah.
That says 322 on it?
332.
332 Woodland Road.
The agenda says 322.
I'm just gonna.
That's why I'm-
There was a typo on the agenda.
The
But it's
agenda
correct,
is a
it's
typo.
correct in the document.
332.
Yes,
Okay, so
I apologize, yes,
Okay, so that
that's
should
my
be
mistake.
332.
332.
Okay, all right, just wanted to make sure we're talking.
Yeah, I just brought it up, it's
Okay.
332.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I just want to make sure we're,
Yeah.
It was confusing enough.
Okay.
And then also.
all right, so can we make a motion to
Build on it.
Approve it to be sent to DEP.
approve it to be sent to DEP?
Property then.
Second.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Ayes, carried.
Agreements, okay.
Yeah.
It's only a little painful.
All of the.
Okay, let's move on to something simpler now.
Okay.
Bureaucracy. The fire service report, we have a representative from Virginville.
Yep. We had a total of 35 calls for the month of April. We were out of service for a week to deal with the loss of two of the chiefs of our sister company from Walnut. So we were greatly appreciative of all the community support that we did receive and from other fire companies covering our area. We are continuing with training. We had one person pass the firefighter level 1, and we have had 2 other people pass the mod 3. And we had our golf tournament just on Saturday. We had a full course of 36 foursomes, so it was very successful. Are there any questions you have for me?
I'm good with
I
that.
would say that you show up a lot to represent Virginville, and we never got your name. We know
I
Winter
was
was
just gonna
here.
ask if I could have her name
Yeah, because
too.
Winter was here last month and we got him, but.
Yeah, there's 3 of us that are rotating.
Okay.
I'm Sherry Kreischer. I'm the former president, so when they need someone, since I'm no longer president, I come in.
Can you spell your last name for me?
Kreiser.
Nice to meet you finally.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And it's Jerry, R-O-Y?
Sherry, Sherri.
I, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The representative, Bethany from Hamburg, was not able to make it. They did send a report over. I guess I can read a little bit off what she sent here. There was 51 calls, year-to-date calls in Windsor Township. Year-to-date responses, that's 5/10, they did 282 calls. They're having a meeting on 5/28 at 7 PM at the fire station, municipal group meeting. I think, George, you're going to attend that. Probably, I don't know if you are or not. Just basic information, what they've been doing, so that's that report. Next, we have roads and park update, and Ben sent his list of what he worked on over the last month, that we all received that. Couple of questions, Ben. At the end of your report, you have a couple items to mention, and First one is the sweeper tractor. What year is that?
Tractor is 2010.
2010, okay. I think what I'll do is we'll get together one time, take a look and see what the problem is on that, okay? You and I will take a look at that.
The seals are leaking in the PTO pump. That's
Okay.
what the problem is.
All right, we'll take a look at that.
They dried out.
Okay.
So
Next you have on the list here is Windsor Castle Garage. They want to sell you some chains.
yeah, they used to do the maintenance on our trucks and hook them up for winter and stuff back in the 70s and early 80s. And now that they're starting to clean up since Harold passed away, they found a bunch of chains, cross links and stuff
When
from,
you say crosslinks, that's the whole set that goes over the whole
no,
top?
just the repair, just the cross links that
Okay.
go on the tire itself, not
Okay.
the side chain
Okay,
and stuff. But they have some from the loader, the big trucks and the 550 that would fit
okay.
and stuff, so.
So your question is, well, first of all, do we even need them?
We use them every year, we use chains.
But we have chains now.
Yeah, but
use-
we don't have no repair links for them,
Okay.
cross links. We just have what we have.
Okay,
So he said, while they found him, he thought about us. We should make an offer for him. If not, he'll go somewhere else with them. So, because they're brand new. They're rusty, but they're brand new.
well, can you get a count of what's being offered?
There's 35 for the loader, 52 for the big trucks, and 24 for the little 550 dump truck.
That's what we have now.
No, that's what he has.
Okay.
That
so
he's
he's looking-
offering us.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll just have to do some research and see what the value on them are. Can you handle that, George? Sure. Thank you. All right. Number 3, you have on the list here, you need to get some signs. Did you get quotes on those signs?
There's so much a foot, no matter where we go. And so,
A sign is sold by the foot?
yes, it's the name sign. And so, they're standard, they go by the foot and stuff.
So if sign's 18 inches long, that's a foot and a half.
Yep.
So how long is the signs?
It all depends on how much you want to put on. If you want to put East Court Drive, spell it out, it's going to be longer. If you want to put East Court DR, then it's shorter. Like Sunday, if you want to spell road out, or if you just want to put RD for road. And so they all vary in different lengths because it goes on the letters.
So what's the cost per foot?
I don't know, I didn't check.
Okay, can you get some quotes?
So I can.
Okay, thank you. The mulch for the park, we need another load to finish that project. We didn't see an invoice for the first one. They didn't bill us?
I don't know.
Okay, they didn't bill us yet.
If you didn't get none, I guess they didn't bill us yet. That's good, because then we don't have to pay for it then. Maybe they donated it.
Do you have any idea what it might be?
It's at least $2,100.
Huh.
All right, to finish up the job then, they'll mail us an invoice, I'm sure they'll find us. Can we get a truck to go up there and get a load to finish that job?
Planning on it tomorrow morning.
Thank you. The next question I have is, are you renting a lift to cut tree limbs?
Where at and when?
Have you?
Yeah. We did last month.
Okay. Just one day or
No, it was 3 days.
3 days? And where did that lift come from?
Dean Adam, or Windsor Creek Farms.
Okay. And what roads did you use that lift on? Cut?
Sunday and Balthaser.
Are you planning on using it anymore?
No, because the leaves are on now. We only do that over winter when the leaves aren't on. Because the chipper don't like the leaves that we have. And also with the SAP, it comes up the knives quicker.
Okay.
You know, if you want me to, I can rent it again.
I didn't know we rented the first time, to be honest with you. Okay. All right, that's the end of the report there. Is there a park update from the Pollocks?
Two rentals that are slated for June. Nothing newer, just two rentals in June right now. The rest are July, August, September.
Okay.
That's it.
Polly, how are you making out with the chasing down the grant money?
Oh, we can now.
We can proceed.
Yeah, yeah.
We got the green light.
Yes, we just bill them. There's a whole lot of like legal lingo, but it looks like we will save invoices and then bill them, and we have it
Okay.
through 2028, I think it is.
Okay, to complete everything.
Yes,
that was on
like
grant.
that bird netting doesn't necessarily have to get up there, although it looks like it'd probably be worthwhile to keep the birds from.
Save a lot of cleaning.
Yeah, so I think it would be worthwhile, but I know we haven't really talked about bird netting at all yet, so,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so we can proceed with that.
It
Okay.
appears to me, that's my understanding.
Okay. All right, under old business, we have the revised draft data center ordinance we already discussed. Mountain Road grant and park grant we just covered. Next on the agenda is the property insurance policy. I know Jane and Paul have been doing a lot of work on that. What's the status?
It looks like, okay, so I had her send over, and I think I might have emailed, I'm not sure, I had her send over the schedule.
I think I
Yes.
forgot to copy
Yes.
that for you.
So that was real helpful.
Just all the same thing. Okay. So do we have everything cleaned up now?
Everything looks like it is where it belongs. The only thing, like the deductible is still on, we've had the 250 deductible, I guess, for a while, at least for the last 2 years on the New Holland tractor and the loader tractor. Keep it at 250? I mean, you saw the
Right,
price, you
yeah.
saw we're at 18, whatever it was, 1,800. 18,600, I don't know.
Right.
$18,686. And when Graham was here that day, he gave me $18,755, so along the way, we came down almost $100 in what we were being billed. She also said, under miscellaneous property, for anything under $2,500, which is why some of that $2,000 items aren't listed out separately on the schedule. They're included in the $2,500 coverage. And she said she'll drop that deductible to $75 versus the $250. So when we see our actual schedule, our actual policy, and as soon as we pay it, that should be down to $75. So that would kind of make sense. Like the smaller equipment, that you don't want to have a deductible of $250 on a $500 item. And she said that would be no extra cost for us.
Okay. Comments?
We have all the trucks covered, even the new truck that hasn't arrived yet.
Okay. I'm good with this, the way this
Yeah, I'm-
is set here now, if you guys are in agreement.
We did talk a little bit, and I think I talked to her about the block building, the stage at Berks Park. That's covered on the high side. I don't know what kind of damage would warrant.
I thought last year we dropped the insurance for liability on that building.
There's a $2,500 deductible, and it's covered at a value of $53,000.
What page?
It's on page 3 of the. It's actually the last item listed, the stage building.
Oh, okay. sure I understand, because this is yours picking to mine?
Look at that. There's a stage in the building,
Oh, it's down here.
53,000.
Ben, did we have a demo for this?
Yeah,
The stage?
part of it,
Part of it,
the restrooms,
that's right.
All of our
Yes.
buildings are
but it never got done.
deductible 2,500.
Oh, okay, we didn't do that.
Yes.
I couldn't
And that
remember.
helps with
That was a long time ago.
premium.
Ran out of
Is
money.
this liability or is this?
With the
what is
demo
this,
permit.
comprehensive, or what is this house is for?
I wasn't sure if it was for the whole building, that's why I was wondering.
No, it's just for
This
the
is building
restrooms.
Just for the
I
restrooms.
kind of think this is all property, but the liability is somewhere separate.
Did we close them then?
Yeah, they were closed before we,
That's right, I remember
because the
that.
roof's leaking.
It's all property.
Into the, yeah.
It'll fall down before we demo it.
It's all property.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
yours, hold on.
Not much will burn, fall drop.
I think they renewed the permit.
And it's not like separated out.
They can do roof access, they can work on the roof, but that's about it.
Air and loader, go ahead.
Your question is what's the liability coverage?
Well,
For like, the park. Right?
Right. I think we ought to make a motion to table this till we get this clarified for next
Okay.
month. And then we talked about this last year, there's only supposed to be liability insurance on that stage. It's probably gonna stay there for another 10 years or 20 years and be torn down, because it's, not sure why we're covering property damage on it.
Right.
Do we have time before the policy ends?
June 17th, so we would.
Oh, so we still have time?
We would have
Okay.
next meeting, which is what day? Today's the 12th, so it'll be June 9th.
The meeting be June 9th,
So we're going to table this.
yes. To get some clarification on that. Okay. Next on the agenda is the sale of the truck, a municipal bid. Ben, can you provide Polly with the information to get that truck so she can list that truck?
I was ready to give that last month, but it was given to Jane. You said to Jane to set it up, so I didn't give no info out. So,
So, okay, can you resend it to her?
yeah, I can give it to him.
I mean, I can list it on municipal bid for you, but I still need like
Because-
all the information, the VIN number and.
Yeah, well, last month, he sat here and said, you were supposed to do it. He didn't even ask me a question. He said, you're supposed to do it. Because me and him had a conversation before the meeting, and he didn't like my answer. So he said, you're supposed to do it. Now, all of a sudden, now, I'm supposed to give you the info. Well, now, at the meeting, it should have said, you two work together, gives the info, take the pictures, post it. But that wasn't what was said, so.
Can we do that? Can Ben and I just work together and get, we'll get some pictures and get something written up and send you out for approval? Will you help me with that?
Yes,
Okay.
and we already have a municipal account, you don't have to set that up. We had one for 5 years already.
Okay.
See, you just gotta say the right stuff.
All right, so we'll get it done. By the end of the week, we'll have it.
Okay, under new business, it says update fee schedule to include escrow amounts and sign agreements for the review of sketch plans, non-land development subdivision plans, and land development subdivision plans.
Okay. So if you flip your fee schedule over to the last page, where I have all these changes. Flip it over. Okay. So just forget all those notes that I have written off to the right there, because that was incorrect after I talked to Jerry about it. So those prices are all still okay. If we have to help out another township or something, we're not changing anything there. But on the page right before that,
Page 9,
page 9, so subdivision and land development, all plans that are submitted to the PC and the board are gonna have escrow accounts set up. All bills that we incur on those plans will get paid out of that escrow account. And when that escrow account gets down to, I think it says 25%,
Yes.
they'll have to replenish it up to the original amount. So I worked with Brian, and then I gave it to the engineers and everybody to make sure that the prices that we have here for the escrows, they think are enough to cover. I actually had them a lot higher. We were able to lower them a little bit because Brian and Jeremy didn't think they needed to be that high. So this should cover us now. We won't be sending invoices out and hoping to get paid. We'll be paying everything right out of the escrow account for those plans. And then, so because we added that, we'd have to adopt a resolution for a new fee schedule with that added on. And then the agreements that they sign, we have to sign, so with every escrow, with every plan that comes in that needs an escrow account, they also have to sign an agreement of review, a professional agreement. And what this spells out is how much their escrow needs to be. It states in each one about if it gets below a certain amount, they have to replenish it. They have 5 days to do that before we stop working on their plan. If their deadline's coming up, we just deny the plan if they don't pay.
I took a look at these, I think they're good, and I agree with what Kane's saying, this way we're not chasing money.
Right.
Right.
So what do we do with ongoing projects that we've been chasing money for?
So the previous projects, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that we currently have,
Yes.
we may just have to live with what we're doing right now for
So
the time being.
Jane, so we, at first of the month, we get invoices from you three. And Jane will immediately invoice those parties for those charges.
And luckily, a couple of these projects are almost done, like Blue Heron.
No, they're not, that's been going on for years.
Well.
Okay, that's not.
In theory, it's.
Yeah, that's
But if they come back with a new
Okay,
plan, they have to
right.
follow the new schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're at.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't just come back with a new plan and go with the old, they gotta do the new
Okay.
stuff. yeah.
Right, if they
So
submit even a revised plan, they're
They're gonna
gonna be
have to
held to
follow
this
this.
for the revision of the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah,
So, but with the plans that are already in process, we're just gonna have
Something new.
to keep invoicing them and.
Well, something
enforce
new,
them.
but if it's something in the process, you're still gonna have to play the game, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You can't, I don't think you can
Yeah,
get.
they're
So
grandfathered
it's
into
like
the.
that.
Now, if they submit if they're in the preliminary plan stage and they submit a final plan, I think you can hold them to the new fee schedule.
Yes.
Yeah,
But if they're in the final plan, or, if they're doing a plan, you can't
yeah.
resubmit a plan, I don't think you can hold them to that one yet.
Okay,
But it's good going forward.
okay, perfect. So you have the resolution there? which
So,
was-
I have one resolution to adopt the fee schedule.
And I would make a motion
For
to adopt the resolution.
So
And that-
to
and
adopt
that'll
the
be-
fee schedule is resolution 2026-05.
When do I have that? I thought I had it. Okay, this is the one to schedule fees and for zoning and permits. I'd like to make a motion if we,
Oh,
wait, go ahead.
do have quite, this is 5. Is there a numbering issue? Is that a typo?
That's the one that you did in the beginning of the year, so I have to reprint this. This fee schedule that I gave you was just a draft to make sure that you approve it.
Okay.
So now we're gonna adopt the updated fee schedule will be 2026-05.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make the motion that we adopt resolution 2605. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes carried.
so then.
And then,
Sorry.
2026-06 is approving the professional fee agreements, which you don't have copies of because they're really long and legal. And So
They're fun, yeah, they're fun.
it says in the fee agreement that you're also giving me permission to sign these fee agreements. So I can fill them out, sign them, send them out to them, have them sign them, and send the escrow money.
And who put that together? Chris put that together?
Yeah, I sent the legal agreements to Chris, and
Okay.
he approved them. They're good to go. So the resolution's just saying that we're going to enter into these fee agreements, and that I have permission to sign them. If you don't want me to sign them, I can have you guys sign them, but it's just easier if I get the plan, I can send it out right away.
Yeah, it's a form agreement, so we're going to use the same one for everybody. It's not
And
going to change.
that's 06, Resolution 2026-06.
2026-06.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion, we adopt that plan, or what's it called? No,
Yeah,
plan.
use it, resolution.
Resolution, okay, it's on the sheet here. Use agreement, 2026-06 use agreement. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes, carried.
So then you'll see the new building permits will be going forward with the fee schedule, so anything after, obviously, will...
Yes.
Okay, just so,
So the money has to be put together, and we open up a new checking account, so the funds will all go into the escrow account and not into the general account going forward.
Right, total separate account, and then within that escrow account, like in QuickBooks, I'll have separate accounts set up in QuickBooks for each project.
Correct.
So I can
They
send
were
them a
organized.
statement at the end of the
We're not
month.
we're not commingling funds. That's
Right.
Yeah.
what we don't want to happen.
Right, well, that's what's been going on, so. All right, anything else on that topic? Okay, next on the agenda is we recently invoiced West Brunswick Township for snow plowing on Port Clinton Avenue, and everybody's eyes went to the top of their eyelids on the amount that we billed. What was it, $25?
Per trip. Right, Ben? $25 per trip over.
That's what it's been.
So I have a question on that. So the layout of Port Clinton, it comes, okay, you come out from under the bridge, out under 78 from town. When you plow, you come across Mountain Avenue. How do you get to Port
Well, I
Clinton?
drive across Mountain Avenue, I don't plow it.
So is Mountain Avenue on,
That's
that
Borough.
runs parallel?
That's
The
Borough.
one that's parallel to 78 is Borough.
yeah.
So when do you put the plow down? When you get
When we
to?
get up to our line at the
So
dam,
you don't plow Hamburg's
no.
1
We don't have
mile?
no agreement with
After
them.
that church, right, Ben?
Yeah.
No, up at the dam.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
dam, yeah,
it's-
that's right.
So you have
That's where the line is at.
you have .81 of Windsor, and then you have .5 of West Brunswick that you're plowing. So you lift your plow. So where's, I'm trying to connect where your plow route is.
We plow from the dam up to 61 and do the intersection and plow back down to the dam and lift the plow and then we
Yeah, that
drive
I
back.
got, but how do you get to Port Clinton Avenue? Because you just said that you do not plow.
We plow Mountain Road over to 5th Street
Oh, that's the
and then
cutoff
we
there.
lift the plow because we get into the borough and then we drive over, drop the plow up, plow back, lift, drive over,
No.
drop and plow.
So you are doing part of West Brunswick?
We ever contracted for. That's what he's building for.
Okay.
So I'm not doing it for the heck of it.
No,
I'd stop there and jerk you around and
I
then
never
come
knew,
back
in fact,
down.
that this came up
So-
in a discussion with
Yeah.
someone. Recently, well, who does that? I'm like, well, I don't know. So
Yeah.
here it is.
So
Okay.
we've been doing it for years.
Is it more common to bill for hours of plowing rather than, first of all, I'm trying to figure out what the appropriate way of rebilling West Brunswick. Obviously $25 for that trip doesn't make sense. But when I'm
So
trying to,
gentlemen, you guys are set through these meetings at other townships. $25 for a trip, I can't get anybody to show my driveway for that much money, okay? Let alone plow a road, okay?
Did somebody actually gripe about that?
No, I am.
Oh,
We are.
yeah, we are.
We're
I was going to say, I didn't think
You wanna
West
charge
Brunswick
more?
shouldn't be
What's that?
griping about
You want
that.
to charge more?
You think we need a couple zeros at the end?
Well, it sounds like somebody else could be plowing that section because you're going over somebody else's road to get
Is
there.
there a written agreement currently to do this?
I can't find it anywhere. I looked through, I
Did
called
anybody
Chris.
ask West Brunswick for the written agreement?
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to reach out to them, but no, I have not.
I mean, we should really look at that.
Yeah, I can't find one on
Because
our
they
end.
have provision in it that says, hey, you can terminate this, with 30 days' notice. I want to look at that before we do anything.
Okay.
You have a couple months, I think.
Yeah, we got really
It's supposed to slow next week.
Because they're not just plowing, they're solid
But the road we
everything
should be
too.
doing, is not,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to be, you don't want to go out there and then drive on unplowed road
I
down to
just-
61 and
I
turn
don't
around
wanna-
and drive over it again.
I don't want to look at an
Sense.
agreement, I want to see the agreement because I don't want it to say, hey, you can only terminate this with, I don't know, 180 days notice or something like that.
Call them tomorrow, Jane, okay? Get the agreement.
Yeah, I mean, if it has a 30-day notice period, then you just tell
So
them,
what-
we're going to
what-
terminate this if we can't come to new terms.
Like everything else in the world, there's going rates. What's the going rate for snow plowing in a situation like this? We're not swapping roads, they're not plowing snow for us anywhere. I mean, what's...
You're talking about an operator?
What do you pay
No,
to get your driveway plowed?
A driveway? I do myself.
I mean,
But
$60, $80 to plow your driveway, and that's not a half mile.
Then what does PennDOT pay us to do their roads?
I know it's $8,000 a winter, but I don't know what that breaks down
yeah, you have
to.
to break, do you do like all Windsor Castle?
No, we only do Windsor Castle from the schoolhouse to the Virginville and all of Chappelle.
So it's just small.
It's like almost 7 miles,
Okay.
So let's...
7 miles for 8,000.
but that don't matter how many
My
trips you do.
recommendation
That's
is-
from
how many-
November 1st till
So you break
Till
break-
Let's
March
get the-
31st.
Let's get the agreement.
Right,
We can do a little digging on what other places, because this happens other places too.
Sure.
And what the going rate is. We can do a little research
Okay.
while we're waiting for the agreement.
how many miles do we have in this township?
43.
Of our roads or total?
That's our road.
All right.
So just to put this in perspective, everybody, we just received liquid fuel funds from the state of $138,000 some dollars, and divide that by 43 miles, that's $3,209 a mile. Just put in perspective, okay? Now, that's not plowing snow, that's maintenance and whatever else that goes along with that, but $25, and how many miles are we plowing up there?
You say 0.5?
No, it's longer than that.
Okay.
It's almost 3/4 of a mile.
You're plowing and also salting. You
Right.
have an operator, a truck.
Sure.
Yeah,
You're
no.
losing money. You're losing
You're
money.
losing money.
Yeah.
And you're driving over another section of road to get there.
Well, we have to go over there anyways to plow our section, just to be fair about it.
All right.
I mean,
I wasn't sure.
what I think we ought to do is offer them $35 to plow our section, okay?
We'll see what the agreement says. And
Did they ever post
That's how you
that?
negotiate, right?
Did you post the weight one?
maybe swap some areas.
Oh, you posted it. I just wanted, I couldn't remember if they did.
All right, so we're gonna get the
Hamburg
agreement
asked me
tomorrow.
recently.
You're gonna reach out to Shane.
Yeah,
Get that
I'll
agreement.
call.
Okay.
I couldn't
And
remember.
then forward that to everybody. Okay, next. What else? Anything else? on that
This
topic?
resolution is for the BCCPC, Berks County Cooperative Purchasing Council. So we paid our membership. This is what allows us to be part of the salt contract. But I forgot that every year you also have to sign a new resolution for the year because that's what they want. So this just says that we agree to be a member of the Berks County Cooperating Council. You can read it. But that's one of the ones that we need to be members of that. And that resolution is the same resolution that they send out to everyone.
The
I didn't write it, it comes right from them.
The MPC, anytime you may have a multi-municipal agreement, which this is, requires it to be done by resolution.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, but it requires it, so that's why.
So this is the board agreeing to be a member, not an individual member of
Yeah,
the
you're
board.
just a member of the council.
The board is a member of the
Yes,
council,
yes.
Yes.
not an individual.
The fellowship.
No, the
Oh, okay.
township as a whole.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you need a motion to approve that.
All right, I'd like to make a motion, we adopt resolution 26-04 to be a member of this organization. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes, carry. Next is the financial report, and I put together the treasurer's report for this past month, and a few highlights, just for the sake of it, they understand what's going on. The earned income tax was $36,000, transfer tax is $7,000, local property tax $11,500. We received $5,000 back from the earned income tax assessment amount was collected. Apparently, they divide up the end of the year. $138,500 for liquid fuels. And the one that's most interesting is, since we started collecting the fees and clamping down, we collected $13,500 in permits and fees, which we haven't seen forever, for a total of $212,012.50 for the month of April came in. So far, month to date, there was another $50,541 came in. The majority of that was from the local taxes of $49,500. Essentially, I believe we have collected almost 70% of the spring taxes that we're going to get for the year and the early pay period. April expenses were $31,500. Account balances, which includes the income that we received so far in May and paying the bills tonight of $31,500. It leaves us a net position of, in the general savings account, $814,735. Liquid fuels, $337,758. Park account is $47,42. $10,234 in the general M&T bank account, and liquid fuels bank M&T account $100. So our net on-hand total cash as of tonight is $1,167,571. And at this point, we have the, you saw the bills, George, the monthly expenses. Yeah, you've seen those? Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
All the checks are prepared.
We also have a copy of it.
Is it in there? There's a lot of stuff in here.
Well, you just gave George a copy.
Well, that is the only copy that I have here. That's the only one I have.
Can you sign it?
Oh. All right, we'll make more copies next one.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm trying this now.
Well, we're going to make a motion to approve all the bills as presented to us on that sheet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes, carried. Okay,
Okay, just to clarify, that was George and then Polly, yes?
I believe so.
Thank you.
All right. I think that covers everything. Is there any public comments at this time?
No.
She said no. Yes, sir.
When was you order your salt?
That's done. I
Oh, it's
checked.
done already?
You put the order in for the salt.
Yeah,
Okay. just-
I think it has to be by February 15th or February something, I think you have to, or not, March. I started in March, so it had to be done in March.
March 17th, immediately in by.
No, I talked to her since, and it wasn't, you got it. I talked to the lady, and we're good.
Yeah, we sent everything.
Did you want to buy more, or?
No,
We have a shed, shed's almost
It
full
was
out there.
discussed other months,
Oh,
and
okay.
and then it wasn't, like everything else, it never gets completely discussed,
Okay,
and that's why I asked.
okay, you're good. Anybody else? Okay. I would like to go into executive session to discuss a personnel issue, and when that's complete, we will come back and adjourn the meeting.
Do you anticipate any action?
No, I don't, no,
Okay.
no action after.
For the benefit of the audience.
I'm sorry,
Recording
yes, I'm-
stopped.